Hello. I wanted to make this vlog to talk about my studio once more because I did the first building my own studio vlog and I thought at that point that it was finished, but then I started recording in the studio and I noticed that I could still hear lots of noises and also the acoustic sound was really not good. So I needed to do more building and constructing to improve the sound. So, and we're finally done. It took about 2 weeks. So in total, the whole building of the studio took about a month and it was really stressful and really busy. But it was worth it because once again, I live downtown. It's always really loud and noisy and I have neighbors upstairs and next to me and downstairs, and so for ASMR that's really difficult to deal with. So what's the structure of my studio? Well, the window is made soundproof. You can see that in my first vlog of building a studio. Then we build the studio with a wooden frame. We've put isomet, which is this black weird kind of substance, really heavy material. We've put that on the outside of the construction. Then, so this was the original form, and we put something that's called achlomer in Dutch underneath, so it wouldn't touch the floor. It's just a room inside of a room, not attached to anything. But it wasn't enough. So what we did is I contacted the man that gives me advice about building your own soundproof studio, and he said, well, you need more layers. You need soft and hard layers. So that's what we did. He suggested that we go for this material which is called Acotherm. Acotherm, I don't know what it's called in English. It's just another layer. And then what we did is we also put isomet here and a construction, so a hard layer. So you have isomet, it's the first layer, then you have the wooden construction, then the soft construction, then again isomet, and then a wooden construction over it. So that's the whole setting of the studio itself. Let me show you how the whole construction went. This is the way the studio looked 2 weeks ago when we thought that we were finished with the construction of the studio. You can see the wooden panels and everything was decorated, which was unfortunate because we had to strip everything and build it up again to soundproof the inside of the studio better than at this point. So we took down the green screen. We stripped everything, unfortunately. That was a lot of work on its own, especially the electrical wires that my dad hadn't installed. We made sure that the roof would be very sturdy so that it could take a lot of weight, because all those isomet plates were placed against the ceiling, which is a lot of weight. So we had to make a sturdier construction. Now my room was a mess. My home was a construction area and that was not nice. I did not enjoy my home being so messy, and yeah. What we did was we put the Acotherm on the inside between the wooden wall and the isomet. Aquatherm is that white stuff that you can see that we've put in between the walls. And these are the pipes that will make sure that I have oxygen, so that's pretty important. Now it's time for isomat on top of the white stuff and the wooden frame. We've placed it on the ceiling with help of a wooden construction and a pole holding it onto its place. The isomat panels were really heavy. You can see them sinking down from the ceiling. Of course, there was time for fun. Amanda thought that she could trick us and thought that she was invisible wearing black and standing in front of a black wall. But yeah, that didn't work. So here you can see that we've already done a part of isomat on the walls and on the ceiling. So this is easy for you to see the steps. Now the last step, which is the hard panels over the isomat to keep everything in its place and make it look very neat and good. This is my mother, and she did pretty much all of the cutting. Everything needed to be cut to make it fit, so it was a lot of cutting with a knife. I think everything together, it took about 4 weeks in total to build the studio as it is right now. It costed about 6,000 euros, but if you would let a company do that, you would be probably spending about 15,000 euros. I think it was a good decision that we did it ourselves. It was a lot of work, and I'm so thankful that my parents and Amanda are willing to help me, and it really means a lot to me that that they're always there for me. So I'm really grateful for them in my life. So do you want to see it? The studio? Let's go. So this is the end result. You can still see where I keep all my props, and you see that I have heads for my wigs now, and you can see that we've hung up the green screen, the lights, everything is there. So I even have chargers for the batteries of my camera and for my audio equipment, and the acoustic panels on the walls. Everything that I could wish as an ASMR artist is in that room, and I can make all my ASMR dreams come true in that room and deliver them to you. And I'm very thankful that I have parents that are very handy and are always there for me whenever I need them. I know that I can count on them, so that's amazing. Here I am in front of the studio. It's almost finished. The only thing that we need to take care of is ventilation, because right now there's almost none. So when I'm recording for a really long time, then that's not healthy. I run out of oxygen, so that's not good. But we're going to fix that really soon. Again, storage room for all my props, and I have my wigs, and this is the inside, or the entree. I have different carpet because my dad thought it was prettier, and now that I have a pretty studio, he wanted to have a pretty carpet, so it's cute. Okay, so this is my studio right now. Wait, looks better when the door is shut. You know, this is a really good way to see how many layers are on here. So you have isomat, You have the wooden frame, and then in between here is that soft stuff, Acotherm, and then again Isomat. And we decided to not put anything in front of the door, but you know, this stuff is in almost the entire room except for the door. Okay, so the door, my microphones and my camera and my facial lights, and then you have something that is for the acoustic quality of my videos, and the green screen. Then you have the backlights, and you have the green screen lights, which is this one and this one. And I have optional spots of light again. So the decoration of the studio is exactly the same. It's just more quiet because there are more layers, and it's gotten a little bit smaller, but it's big enough for me. So I'm so happy with this studio. It's really cool. I might put a few more acoustic panels against the wall, I don't know. I'm just gonna record some videos, and I've already recorded the nurse roleplay and the teacher roleplay when you're in detention. I'm really happy with this studio. I'm really proud. The only thing is that you can still hear neighbors slamming doors or playing really loud music, or you can still hear when a really heavy car is rushing by. But those are just occasional sounds, and I can edit it or just record half an hour later, so that's fine. I can live with that. But it's a dream come true to really just record in my own home, and basically at every moment of the day, whenever I feel like it, I can just jump into my own studio and record what I have in mind. So thank you so much for watching. I will post more vlogs about my bikini model body challenge because I'm really working on it. So I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful night.